Hey man, you should hide the slides so that way I can see your dinosaur when you show it to me.
I will when we go through our collections. Why do you hate on my dinosaurs all the time, Damien?
I don't hate on your dinosaurs. I don't know. I don't hate them. They just don't move, so I don't see their purpose.
Well, it's like that's kind of like statues in a sense. They
Well,
open
that
their
is
mouth.
true.
I don't eat. It's really hard to replicate dinosaurs moving. What?
They open their mouth.
You love
I
that. I love that, don't you?
think it's hilarious.
Open your mouth. Boom, open. That's when the intro kicks in.
I think it's what's best is that you said that and the name of the title of the episode just works so well together.
Mm-hmm. For
But uh
true.
what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smalltalk, the show we talk about absolutely nothing important at all. I'm your host, Damien, and my good boy, Dylan.
Good night, guys.
For real, because this is the first time I've ever had to do this without showing my face, so this is weird.
And please
But
excuse the audio level. Damien is trying his best to join us today, so it's a little different than usual.
unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with this Wi-Fi, but every time I use StreamYard, it completely just turns off. But I can use every other website known to mankind, so yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make alternative suggestions from here on out. But why don't we start off with what's new? What's up, Danny Lee? What'd you get new, Maine?
Ooh, okay. So I actually kind of got a couple bangers. So I got a hot toy. I got the Hot Toys um War Machine.
Okay.
Um War Machine Mark IV it is, I believe, with the camo. Love it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna be honest, that's one of my top diecast like Iron Man or War Machine figures I've ever opened, and I think I've had all of them of the diecast except for like Mark 42, 3, and obviously Hulkbuster. But like all of the I haven't had any of the War Machines. This is my first War Machine, but he is so
Interesting.
heavy. Super thick legs, big legs. He just I don't know, he's super sturdy. He's one that you could set up and not worry about falling over for sure. But his paint, like his gray and black camo is so cool. I can't say enough good things about him. I messed around with him for like 2 hours and time flew by. So I had a lot of fun with him. Um the
I,
other big banger is this. Oh,
ooh.
it's the classic variant of the Punisher Mezco. And so, if you guys remember, I already have one. This is my second one. Reason B is I've talked about this with Damien before. I think on the show where when I have super expensive, super collectible items like that, I almost want to just sell them because I'm so scared of breaking something. I feel guilty opening it, and I like you break that figure, and that is like a anywhere from $500 to $700 figure that you just broke,
Mm-hmm.
and that's 12 scale. So you feel guilty about it, and so yeah, I was not. I was pretty jacked about that, so I'll feel better about it. Um, I will. I what else? Oh, I got also just got. I haven't even taken them out of the box yet. I haven't. I just got them late last night. But the Hot Toys crate loop.
Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of want to check him out. And um, I know last time I talked about the 3A Destiny Hunter that I ordered.
Mhm.
Well, I took him out of the box. Actually, I don't know if I talked about him last time. Maybe not. But it's a cool figure. It's really cool. He comes with like the cloak from the first raid. If any Destiny nerds are watching, Icebreaker, which is iconic gun. It's a sniper that essentially recharges its ammo. It was so cool. Um, yeah, we know there's a small echo, Zach. Um, yeah, he's great. He can hold the guns better than I thought. I know Dean talked about some of the issues with them. Are that they have troubles holding the guns. They look awkward holding the guns, but he can do it. I'm really considering trying to get the Titan version
Mhm.
or a Titan. It's the Hangman shader, so it's black and white. And I want that one as well because Titan was my second character on the game, and then also he comes with one of my favorite guns ever as well, which is the Hawk Moon. But yeah, I think that is all. I just wanted to show these guys off. So these came in my pile of loot. I I think Zach actually cut me off last time when I was about to talk about them. Just kidding, but not really. So this is like the Reborn Tyrannosaurus Rex from
From King
like
Kong.
yep, King Kong 2007, and he is an amazing figure actually. Legs
Dude, he
aren't
looks cool
warping.
as shit.
Legs haven't warped yet. I've had him for 2 weeks now. So knock on wood there. But yeah, he looks good. He's really solid figure, and the detail I'm jacked about, and like the tail. I was worried about this tail putting him together that it wasn't gonna work well, but just clicks in, and the seam is actually pretty tough to see. And you rarely see the figure like dinosaur figures without a tail seam, anyways. So I don't mind that. And then I wanted to show off the Raptor. This is the Sweeney Raptor from I think the Lost World. It's like the orange
Oh,
and
okay.
black striped one.
I thought they were all green. Were they all? Wait,
This is from the
I knew.
Lost World, so
I
they were
know.
different colors.
I gotta remember what. I haven't seen that one in a minute. I gotta go back and rewatch that now.
Okay, I can be wrong. I could be wrong on this. I haven't researched it, but I think this is the one that Ian Malcolm's daughter kicks onto the spike. Like she pulls
Okay.
her corny ass like gymnastic moves and like saves him. And then he has like the corniest comment of the whole movie where he goes up to her and he's like, "You were cut from the team?" Anyway, sorry. Just watched it. Um but yeah, so I just want to take them out. I know Zach kind of asked me about them, and I'll be honest, the Raptor to me is so much more impressive.
Yeah.
The paint and detail is better. It's more of a statue. He comes off here, and you can remove like the metal pin inside him, but these legs don't move, but these ones do, and they just go forward. So like he looks dumb like that.
He really does.
You kind of got to tuck him in anyways, but mouth opens, I'll care about that. Teeth are
Yeah.
kind of far apart it's really hard to see. I'm sorry.
Damn.
But
Dental work.
it looks good. The inside of the mouth that Rebor, and from what I've been able to tell, Nanmu do is insane. It's crazy. And I know Nanmu actually made a message on their Facebook that they want to get more people on board. So I just kind of wanted to give them a shout out. It seems like they're T-Rexes from Jurassic Park and the Lost World, because it's two different versions. It's like the male green version and then Killer Queen, which is like the brown.
Yeah.
They are really apparently they're really well received in the community so far. Mine are still waiting, but I got notification from Big Bad that my Mosasaurus from essentially made from Jurassic World movie is in my pile of loot along with the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3, which I'm so jacked about. So I'll have to let you know when I get those in.
Damn, dog, you're gonna have the whole Jurassic fucking Park cast.
Oh, I told you I went ham with them.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. That freaking King Kong T-Rex or that King Kong Rex dude is by far the coolest thing you've shown me because everything else is still in boxes.
Yeah. Toy Mafia, sorry, we weren't able to see you in there. I just signed into YouTube and saw your chats now, and I don't see nobles. So sorry about that, guys. I promise we're not ignoring you. It's just not showing up on our thing here. So anyways, what did you get, Damien? I know Seth super interested to hear.
I know, I saw that. Well, the the newest thing that I got was I like how I worded that. It's not like I can show you guys, but I guess I can talk about them. I scored my Iron Giant finally came in from Diamond. Fuck, I just went blank. Who is it? Dylan? Damn it.
I don't remember. Zach has him though, or had him,
Yeah,
right?
Diamond. Fuck.
Diamond
I can't.
still alive? Or I
Yeah,
mean,
there you go.
Diamond. I know what you're talking about. The distributing
Yeah,
company, right?
I cannot for some reason remember their name. Anyways, he came in finally, and my God, dude, for $30, dude, that fucking thing is awesome. My only complaint is that you can see the screws that they use to, obviously to hold them together. But oh my God, man, I do wish he was a little more articulated to squat a little more. But his paint application's great. His articulation alone is really awesome, dude. Even the little dude, the kid that comes with him, like the paint on him is fucking insane, and he's like, fuck, like the size of your fucking pinky nail. Like he is tiny, but my God, the paint on him is amazing. Diamond Select, there you go. I don't know why I couldn't think of that earlier, but I got him. I've been doing a little bit of photos with him. And then I also picked up McFarlane's Superman. Um, that guy, at first I was a little skeptical about him because one is McFarlane and two, it just looked odd to me in the package. But getting him out of the package, man, like the only thing I would complain about is the neck articulation and then his wonky ass looking cape. Like I cut the cape. Like I cut it shorter, I fixed it so it looks a lot nicer. The only thing I'm not a big fan of, like I said, is just his head articulation. Like you go too high, it pops out of the joint, and it can't go too low because it's same concept. But the paint on him is really fucking nice. His suit's really nice. I scored him because I have the Injustice Dark Side, and man, them two together look awesome, dude. I have a couple of shots with them together in this little aquarium studio thing that I built. I don't have any pictures for the photography segment today because I'm still working on getting all that situated. Next episode, I will have a bunch of shit to share, as along with the setup that I made for all of it, which is very easy and cheap. I saw on the Action Figures group, I believe, is the one that Ian Tech or invited me into. A lot of them use like a fucking $100 light from Newer, I think that's how what's pronounced. And man, you could go to like Five and Below or Walmart and get like $5-10 lights and get pretty awesome results, which again I will share later on. But yeah, man, those are the two I got, and I was very I felt bad for opening the Iron Giant, but man, I had to because I really wanted to check it out. But yeah, that's what I got, man.
He's still in a lot of it is Diamond Select. He's still widely available, I think. Like you can get him like at Hot Topic and stuff because he's like $30, $30, right?
Yeah, he's like $34.
Yeah. And so which Superman did you get from McFarlane again?
DC. Fuck, dude, I don't even remember. I just know it was the.
It was just like a regular one, right? It wasn't the animated one.
Oh no! It's the regular one. You can find them at fucking Walmart. Him and Batman are the only two that I could find, and I saw two different Batmans. one of them looked pretty dope. I couldn't tell you which one. It just said the Batman. So
Yeah,
that doesn't help, but there are two different stylized Batmans, which I'll have to pick one up next time I see it and show that one off because it's pretty dope. But
yeah.
yeah.
There's a shit ton of Batmans out, and it's tough to keep them straight. I went to GameStop actually, and I really wanted to. I was so close to getting the animated series Batman, but it just doesn't. It's my favorite Batman, but it just does not translate to a figure well. That's why I passed on the Mondo
Mm,
161 as well. It just like the
yeah.
animated just does not translate to me, anyways, well to a figure.
No,
I
same. Like it I don't know, like you know how they how they made them back in like what early 2000s, like late 90s and shit.
90s, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like same. It's just to me, it just looks like one of those blocky toys that just like you had as a kid, and like, what's the point? You know, you didn't know what you're getting into, and then you realize it's trash.
Yeah. Yeah, and I had all kinds of toys from that show at the time, and the more realistic based off the show you make it, the less it translates well to a figure, I feel like. But I almost bought, I think it was just the regular Batman, like might have been from like the Batman 52. It looked more like a Hush version. Um but Jason said that a lot of people are using that combo of McFarlane Superman with Storm Collectible Darkseid. So that is actually a really good pair because both are extremely oversized. Well, Superman, they don't try to say that he's 1/12 scale or like a 12-inch scale. They say he's a 7-inch scale, you know. So that goes well because the Storm Collectibles Darkseid, and it's just like the Bane is so overly scaled, and Storm is kind of notorious for overscaling, making things too big. And doing that, I bet I would have to say that those two would go well with each other, huh? Size wise. You there, Damien?
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I got as a
Uh oh. Think we lost Damien. Um. Well, moving on. While Damien kind of works his way back in here.
yeah, I'm back.
Oh, gotcha. I was
I
just
keep
gonna.
like accidentally I keep accidentally like pushing the back button on my shit, so it's like kicking me out.
Gotcha.
So this time it's not the network, it's my dumbass fingers.
I just, before we kind of broke into the show and the news and everything, just wanted to say we want to thank our friends over at Wada Scrapyard for sponsoring this week's episode of Smalltalk. So what I have on the screen here is Mezco's Death Dealer. We've talked about him a little bit, a couple different times. I think he was announced for the first time, or showed at least, for their version of SDCC. They, excuse me, they released him at $150. Now he's an MDX, which is a Mezco exclusive, so you can only get him from their website. And they put him up for $50, and there was not happy people. Even in a lot of the groups, some of like the moderators and things like that are usually pretty, I don't know how to describe it, Kool-Aid sippers of Mezco, admittingly, and which I am as well. They were not happy with the $150 price tag. Like, that's a big reason that a lot of people collect Mezco, to get the high-end feel in a smaller scale for cheaper than Hot Toys. When you get to 150, you know, that's when you're starting to consider, do I pay $100 more to get something bigger and more detailed at this point? So they weren't happy with all the extras. Essentially, that's becoming a kind of a habit for them that a lot of people aren't happy with. So I'm not gonna lie, he does look great, but he comes with like this enamel pin set, like a cloth screen art print, based off of a painting, which is what Death Dealer is from. And he does come loaded. He comes with 2 different armor, like a sword, an axe, knife, 2 interchangeable helmets, like a chopped off head, a belt, 2 interchangeable belts, a cape, a cloak, and then like blood effects. So he comes loaded with a lot of stuff, but they would have been better off just not including some of the gimmicky items. And I know I've always said I'm just a sucker for accessories, but that's mainly when you're talking more. I would say in my case, licenses I'm more interested in. I know nothing about Death Dealer, and I know it's not a just because not a lot of people know about it doesn't mean it's not a bad license. I don't like to talk trash on it just because it isn't Marvel or Star Wars or something or DC. But at the same time, you gotta to get your money's worth out of this as a company, just give the people the release and they'll buy it up. People who are with an off license like this, people don't want that extra stuff. So it was pretty kind of a dramatic release, and they had a window, I believe. They did a window release with this one, where they actually came out and admitted it and said and sent the closing time, which is something they haven't done yet. So that was interesting. And then if you remember as well, last show they also Mezco. We talked about how they released the Supreme Knight for Batman and the Harley Quinn Deluxe. I have them both. I have not opened either one yet. Harley Quinn was just a couple days ago, just haven't got around to it. And Supreme Knight, I'm actually waiting until I get a second one coming from my local comic book store. They couldn't confirm one for me when I ordered, so I just had to go with ordering via Mezco Direct, which I used points, so I wasn't super happy. I think I got both of them for maybe like $100 or something. And I'm gonna mess around with them because they got the wired cape and the regular cape. I'll kind of have a little short review next episode based off of both of them, probably. So stay tuned for that one. There's your Mezco minutes. Moving on. Damien, did you ever play this? So this is McFarlane's Witchers 3 Geralt of Rivia 12-inch figure. It's $40 and coming in October. This looks pretty good, but did you ever play this, Damien?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. It was kind of overwhelming to me because, there's so much fucking to do, which games like that overall kind of overwhelm me. But yes, I did play it, and it's a pretty damn dope game. I'm not gonna lie. Now, as far as I don't know this figure, I'm not too big on how his face looks.
Really? Why?
It just looks really harsh. Like they really sculpted out every possible detail that they could, which makes sense. But I don't know, just something about it just looks so off, man. Like his cheekbones are very accentuated. His eyes have like this dark ass fucking eyeliner on. Like it just, I don't know, something about it just looks off on his face to me.
Well, he is very scarred in the game, but I can see where maybe it's some of the little details that you don't like, but something someone like you could do something about, right? Fixable?
No, I don't paint. Who do you think I
Oh yeah,
am?
that's right. That's like the only thing you won't do.
Yeah, I'm terrible at painting.
All right. So moving on for some Super 7 news. Typically we don't cover stuff like this, but it seemed like an out there release, adding to their Ultimates line. They added Pinocchio, Mickey Mouse, and the Mickey Mouse is from the Sorcerer's Apprentice version, so it's like with the wizard hat stuff, and then Prince John. And this is their Ultimates line, so it could be almost probably $40. It just kind of is odd. I don't know. It's out there. I feel like there's the Prince John, and it's a weird first three. You know, Pinocchio, Prince John, and the Mickey Mouse. So I remember the Mickey Mouse from Fantasia quite a bit. I like this version, but I don't know I really liked Pinocchio too as well growing up, but I would just never get to.
I feel you on that. Like I saw these, I was just like, I don't know if I would ever personally want to ever own anything like this. Uh Simply because why? But I guess the people who are like huge Disney fans, I mean, this is cool for you, but yeah. Personally, I wouldn't. I mean, they definitely look really good. It's nice to see Super 7 do something a lot different, and you can tell that they do have what it takes to do some really nice detail. Well, I wouldn't say detail, but different figures than what they're normally used to, like their 1 3/4 scale little figures and whatnot. So it is nice to see that.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, they do. You're right. They do look good, but if Mickey Mouse ain't come, or if Pinocchio ain't coming with a cigar, I'm out. All right. Well, we're already at the time of our show. We're kind of flying through the show here. We got a lot of actually back end news kind of to cover here, but so this one is our Watto Scrapyard plug. We want to thank our friends over at Watto Scrapyard for sponsoring this week's episode of Smalltalk. You can find them on Instagram at Watto Scrapyard, Facebook, and eBay. They make 3D printed parts for hard to come by Kenner and Hasbro vehicles, as well as rented printed head sculpts like what you see in the pictures, and dozens of different characters from the Star Wars universe. If you don't see a character you like on their Instagram, send them a message and they can get it designed and printed for a reasonable fee, and not limited to Star Wars. That's just mainly what he does. All right, so kind of going back here, starting with that's all we got for really Super 7, and kind of a light release on Funkos as well. We didn't find a ton that we were super interested in. I know there's releases all the time for Funko, but I think there's like a couple football ones.
Now that you bring up Funkos, I completely forgot that I scored fucking the Revan Funko and the Malik Funko, dude.
Oh yeah,
I completely forgot all about that. Yeah, dude. Like I spent $80 on both of them together, but fuck, dude, Revan is fucking dope, man.
Is he?
But anyways, continue on with Kong. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, this is the King Kong. You can order via Bandai, Premium Bandai. It's actually made by Star Ace. What?
Say that again. Bandai, Premium Bandai.
Premium Bandai, P Bandai. Sorry. That's where it's
no,
sold.
I'm laughing because just how it sounded. I wasn't correcting you.
Oh, gotcha. I know.
Oh, okay.
Shut up, Daniel. It is actually made by Star Ace for $90, and it's about 7.87 inch, about 8 inches. So it might scale well with some of the NECA and other Bandai figures. It's interesting that they don't have the license anymore. Kind of a bummer, to be honest, that no one like Bandai themselves or Monster Arts can't really do King Kong. Hopefully they'll get the license for the King Kong versus Godzilla movie. Who knows? I know NECA said that they can't produce any new Godzillas from here on out because of, I think, Mattel has a license. And there's too much overlap there for the licenses, so that really sucks. But anyways, yeah, $90 on P Bandai, and some other P Bandai news quick as well. Just kind of a PSA for the Figure Arts Iron Man Mark 85 I Am Iron Man edition from Endgame. It's the one where he's like sitting there snapping with the bass and stuff. And then the Endgame Scarlet Witch and Son Gohan Kid Era. Pre-orders, all of those pre-orders close in 3 days, 8/23. They've been open for a couple months, so you've had plenty of time. But once they close, then I believe you have to go to like Big Bad Toy Store and some other websites for an upcharge, or there might be some areas overseas that you might be able to get it from, but it's typically P Bandai is the easiest way of getting it.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Why? What's incredible?
That upcharge.
What's incredible? Oh yeah. I know because I think they're like $85 or something on P Bandai, but if you go to Big Bad Toy Store, since they're exclusives. Jesus, couldn't think of exclusives. Since they're exclusives, I'm pretty sure Big Bad Toy Store pays full price and then just upcharges them because they do that with Mezco's as well. So like Death Dealer, 150 on Mezco's website. On Big Bad's, it's 190 or 199. Which actually isn't that terrible of a deal because Mezco's shipping is like $17, and if you just add it to your pile of loot from from Big Bad Toy Store, there's only like a $15 upcharge there. So yeah,
like, what's up, dog?
Yeah. All right, to some Marvel makes news. You're right there, Damien.
Yeah, my Surface, I bought like this case for it. And it comes with like a stand, obviously a built-in stand, but the stand is trash because like the way it articulates is like it's either really far back or really uptight. So it's like, yeah, I have to set it on shit for it to actually look, decent. Dude, don't question what I'm doing. Just continue on.
I'm not. I was just making sure you're okay. I was hearing a bunch of dinging around.
Yeah, dude, because I'm a busy person with a busy, I don't know where I was going with that, but continue on.
Marvel makes. So yeah. So this is part of the kind of the crowd-funded Sentinel figure by Hasbro from
this is supposed to be that giant one, ain't it?
Yeah, this is humongous. This is the humongous one, and we misreported last episode, I believe, or 2 episodes ago, where we said they had their last tier unlocked. They keep adding tiers, and this new one is at 16,000 backers. I think they're at like 15,800 something now, or something along those. They're pretty close. If they get there, there's a new tri-head with 3 removable, or it's 1 head, but it has 3 removable plates to change the look of the figure. There's like the silver look, the gold look you see there, and then the blaster face with where like the lasers look like they're coming out of it. Look pretty cool, actually. And then also, just to remind everyone, the figure backing closes in a couple days here, 4 days. Closes August 24th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is, and at the time of this recording, that's 4 days from now. So make sure you get that in. No one wants to miss out on that because that puppy's going to be expensive. Remember the sale barge?
I still can't believe that they're needing backers for that fucking thing. So I still can't believe they're needing backers for that fucking thing, man.
Oh, they don't though. That's the thing. That's kind of
what I'm saying.
Controversy. Yeah, and it's interesting. And like, I understand the argument where there's probably no stores that would take that, but that's not really an argument because it's not an argument either because they have exclusives from that they do at Hasbro Pulse that they don't sell in stores either. So that can't be like the excuse for it. It just, I don't get it. Like where they had the goal set and the fact that they reached it in a day, that right there is the reason that I was not really that okay with. I mean, I'm not the morality police, but come on, Hasbro, you're the biggest toy company in the world. Don't need to do that. But like my argument my biggest argument with like when Chronicle first announced their Kickstarter for their 1/12 Jurassic Park line, I was like, I just want it done. I don't care how it's done. I'm just glad it's getting done. I know that I know there's fans like that for this, and with that, you can call me a hypocrite, I guess. To if you're a big fan of that of having the Sentinel for your X-Men collection, I'll be honest. I've considered getting them because I have a I have a pretty good Mezco X-Men collection, and it's growing. I have Magneto, Wolverine, both the Cyclopses. Gambit is coming. The Gambit just actually is starting to charge, FYI. But yeah, it's just I'm pretty excited for it. I'm considering it, but I just don't know if I want to pay 300 some bucks for it. But yeah, also along Marvel Legends, they came out with their Wave 2 set of 6 figures for it's like a Venom pool build-a-figure. It comes with Venom from the movie, Morbius, Ghost Spider, Phage, Miles Morales, which is like a Venom Miles Morales version, and a Carnage figure. All these look pretty good. The Carnage figure, I believe, is based off of the new comic. Not 100% sure on that though. And Venom, obviously from the movie. Don't know about Phage, Ghost Spider, Morbius. I read some there is from the '90s comic, but don't quote me on that. And Ghost Spider looks like kind of like a Venomized Spider Gwen, and they all build Venom Pool. Would you get any of these, Damien?
What?
Damien, would you get any?
What?
Which one's your favorite of these 6? Sorry for troubling you making you talk on a podcast.
No, I didn't hear what you said. Honestly, I like the Venom alone. He looks pretty awesome, dude. So, I mean, I've never been a really big fan of, Venoms in 6-inch form. Anyways, I mean, I never have. I never seen the purpose. If I'm gonna get anything Venom related, it's gonna be 1/6, obviously. But I do like the Venom. The Carnage looks pretty awesome as well, and that is supposed to be Morbius, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he looks pretty dope as well. I wasn't sure if that was I was sure that was him, but I wasn't sure that was him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Morbius, I think, like I said, from the '90s comic. I don't really like the Carnage because I don't like the hip joints, and he didn't come with.
Yeah, they are a little funky.
Yeah, he didn't come with really many cool accessories like the Marvel Select version did that I really liked. But yeah, I think it's a cool out of the blue release, even though Danny said that he's venomed out, which I responded. I said I understand. But I want to. Oh, I said a hug end one. Nice. I want a hug end one. I want a high end one. Is what I want. If I want like a Mezco or like a Mofex or something to come out with a Venom. I know that there was what was it? Play Arts Kai version, something like that I am not a fan of the look of. But
Of Venom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of him either. He looks fucking weird.
Yeah.
But you have to also realize like the Play Arts Kai ones are like very anime related, so that's kind of that's where their odd designing comes from. But some of their shit looks pretty cool. But yeah, I agree. The Venom one looks kind of strange.
Yeah. And then real quick, there's a Walgreens exclusive Iron Man Silver Centurion coming out. It's a whole new body design and shoulder tech, according to Toy Arc. Can't confirm either one of them. But I know this one is big in the comics, the Silver Centurion one. That's why I know the Hot Toys one was so popular. Because it was big in the comics. And I think they say he's like a combination they say, and translated to movie, is Silver Centurion's essentially a combined version of like the Mark 46 and the Mark 6, because he has the triangular chest piece, but he's like silver,
Yeah.
and I think in the comics he might even have more silver than that figure. But yeah, and that this one's a Walgreens exclusive, so make sure you keep up with that if you want him. And moving on here, we're just gonna kind of skip here. This is the GI Joe Classified series, Cobra Wave Island. It has now been released in Target. Oh, if you're in any GI Joe groups, I feel bad for you. It's been very NECA TMNT-age kind of thing going on, to where people are bitching about not getting any of these figures, man. There's a lot of collectors pissed about not being able to find these. They can't get them. Target is handling their exclusives like ass. I'm not gonna lie. They're like, when I tried to get Captain Cardinal in the first 5 minutes and stood no chance, he was already sold out by then. And then then afterwards they say, oh, just stop by Target and come release date and try and find them. Not happening. I know someone posted a picture of like 6 grown dudes sitting in the aisle just waiting for them to restock these GI Joes. That's how big of a following this line has. But and apparently there's like 2 different eye colored versions of I think it's Beachhead, which is the green guy, because there's Roadblock, Beachhead, Baroness, and Cobra Trooper. And the Cobra Trooper is that blue one with like kind of the black body armor. That one, go watch the Foosh review. Looks so cool, actually. Like, all the things and detachables and accessories that he comes with is pretty good for $20. I'm not gonna lie. I know Jason Nelson has talked about not liking the hip joints on these figures. But yeah, these were Target exclusives. Ton of drama with them. Target's got to figure their exclusive shit out, man. Like, it's not working. And there's a lot of talk about employees getting mad at people. Just go on Target's website and search GI Joe Unclassified, and look for the Cobra Trooper action figure and read the reviews. That'll tell you everything you need to know, where they talk about how it sold out in seconds. Bots took it up, and yeah, one guy's got a good point where he's like, dude, stop making army builders exclusives. Why are you doing that? The point of them is to stock up. So yeah, it's not even out yet. It's got like what is it, like 30 some reviews? 111 star ratings, and it has 1.5 stars. It's Target. Why would you guys do that? I just don't understand why they're like it. We're really seeing sadly the big fallout of no Toys R Us. I think one of the guys in the group brought it up, where he's like, this whole Target and Walmart exclusive thing is really making me miss Toys R Us, because for whatever reason we didn't have this big of an issue with Toys R Us getting exclusives. And that is right. That back in the day with NECA with me, I had no problem finding exclusives I wanted. They made sure to have shit. The problem with my Target, where I'm from, in Walmart's, is they never stock these anyways. I can't even find a NECA display in 2 of my Walmarts near me.
I'm pretty sure Walmart. I've never seen NECA. Oh, yes, I have. I lied. They're always in the electronics area.
Yeah, that's typically when I've seen them. That's where it's been. But they're supposed to be. That's like NECA was supposed to be split up between Target and Walmart and Best Buy. And to be honest, the dumbest thing is Best Buy has had the best toy displays in my area out of the 2, and it drives me absolutely bonkers.
That's pretty insane. Every time I go to a Best Buy and I see like their toys, they're normally like all over the fucking place. Like, they don't have anything really stocked, and then it's like shit that has been out for fucking ever. So That's crazy, and I'm sorry that you have to struggle through that because that sucks.
Yeah, and here I'm just gonna put this on the other screen quick. See how you can change
Beautiful.
the look with them? You
Yeah.
can put like the helmet on, you can put the goggles on there. Look at how cool that looks.
Oh, that does look really cool. It kind of looks like what's his name from fucking Mezco though? That stupid ant, that bug.
Gomez?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But he does like for $20, this guy looks like a home run. And as Dean would say, you know, four guns, interchangeable helmet, goggles, armband, knife that comes in and out of the holster, and $20, and
20
people couldn't get
bucks.
it. There's
And he's
so many
already got
collectors.
a star and a half. That's incredible.
Oh my god, we could sit
They're
here.
really-
I think after the show we should just sit here and read reviews on it. That'd be fun.
We need to because Jesus, like they got to bump up those numbers, bro, because those are rookie ass numbers.
It's so funny. Series 2 is now hitting stores. I know it's been a while, but you are not hitting stores, excuse me, up for pre-orders. It's been a while, I know, but it comes with the Cobra Commander, the Red Ninja, and Gung Ho.
Oh my god, it's been like a month since we talked about these.
Red Ninja comes with a lot. I actually think he might be my first one I'm ordering.
I can't believe
And lost you.
you're a G.I. Joe fan. I never suspected that.
Sorry, what'd you say there? Damien, you're cutting out. Damn it. Well, I'll move on. I think Damien was saying he was surprised I'm a G.I. Joe fan. Not a big G.I.
Yes,
Joe
I
fan.
never suspected that.
Not a big G.I. Joe fan, but I'm a fan of the looks of these characters, and they could go well for minions, peons, whatever you want to call them, for my Mezco figures. So,
Incredible.
like to go well with like Gomez and stuff, you know.
Yeah, it makes no sense, but okay.
You make no sense, but okay. This one was an Amazon exclusive. This was the G.I. Joe Classified Series Arctic Mission Storm Shadow. He comes with a lot of accessories. He comes with, I don't even know what half of them are called, but like a sword, a bow and arrow, quiver, those spiky things. Shut up.
Look, bro, at least you tried. I'll give you that. I don't even know what spiky thing you're referring to. But let's talk about how trashy the fucking... You mean like a climber's pick?
It's different. Well, I think they're like supposed to be weapons. But yeah, if you want to call
obviously.
them...
Oh, you mean like those...
picks, the kitten.
I know what you're trying to say, but I can't think of the freaking name. But I think we need to talk about how trashy those weapons look, man.
Okay, the weapons on the left, yes. The sword isn't bad. I wish that...
It all looks white or gray.
Well, no, the sword is at least silver, but they didn't do anything with the handle. The arrows are at least gold. But he's supposed to be camo, or what, like snow camo. So he is he's currently sold out on Amazon. I actually had him in my cart today. He was available. 820 he was available, and I had him in my cart, and I was just gonna add some more things to it. I think I forgot about it. Like, I got distracted with work, you know. Unreal. Work distracted me, and came back, and he sold out again. So I don't know if I'll actually get him or not. Not too butthurt about it, but I'm a big fan of Snow
I don't really like the way he looks.
I just have
he
a
just
weird
reminds
thing.
Me of Ronin from...
Oh, yeah. I just have a weird thing for snow camo and white and stuff. That's why I'm so jacked about my Destiny 3A figure, because it comes with the chatter white shader look to them, so everything's white.
Okay.
And I'm just a fan of that color. I don't know why.
That color scheme, that black and white look. Look at this guy.
Yeah, and this isn't G.I. Joe, but this is the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Goldar figure. I know this one is pretty big, so I wanted to throw him on there. I know neither one of us are Power Rangers fans, but
At all.
pretty big. I know this is
That's what she
popular.
said.
And that sword, speaking of that's what she said, that sword is so long. Like I had to like cut it off in the picture. It's so long.
Why didn't you just make the picture smaller?
Cause for the gram.
Oh, okay. Bigger the better, right?
Mm-hmm. There wasn't a ton of Black Series news. I know there's a ton of rumors coming out, but there wasn't a ton to really report about. I guess like if you want to talk about rumors, I think just today Kylo Collector on Instagram gave a look at a 6-inch GameStop exclusive gaming greats Electro Staff Purge Trooper from the Jedi Fallen Order, and that would be sick because those guys actually play a big part in that game, and I think they're a cool design. Don't know about you, but yeah. I think some people are starting to get the Mandalorian in the Beskar armor in hand, and then there's also in hand pictures of the 332nd Ahsoka's clone trooper figure.
Yeah.
In hand as well. That's a Walmart exclusive. If you don't remember, sold out in like 2 seconds. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess that I was super interested. There's rumors that a 6-inch clone trooper lieutenant phase 1 version is coming out, and that's like with a teal color. I'm echoing really bad, Damien. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, sorry. One other big thing I kind of wanted to mention is Hondo from Rebels, and he's in Clone Wars as well, I think. Hondo was available for Target from Galaxy's Edge. Maybe not available yet. But he's going up. I don't know when. Let's see.
Shortly though.
Yeah. Oh, coming soon. It just says free order pickup not available. Shipping on 8/30. So must be in 10 days. But yeah.
Are you sure that math is right?
All right. So coming in next. Woo. This is the Nanmu. Okay. Some people say this different. I know some people say Giganotosaurus.
It's Gigantosaurus. Or Gigantosaurus. There you go.
Some people say Giganotosaurus.
I just said it.
It's all over the place. But anyways, Nanmu is coming out with a statue-esque figure of this one, where his mouth will obviously open and close as well.
Beautiful.
If people don't know about him, he's one of the few dinosaurs that was known to be bigger than the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I believe he is actually the biggest carnivore out of the carnivores.
Land carnivore, yeah, he quite possibly was. But yeah,
that's why they called him Gigantosaurus.
So he's coming. It's pretty cool. Nanmu, like I said, has been doing a great job. These I don't have much of an interest in. I just wanted to throw them out there because apparently it's a big throwback release. So Megalopolis, which is like a toy distribution website, reseller, I guess. They're coming out their own line with they're called Mad Balls, and I guess they used to be toys back in the day, but there's Hornhead, Oculus, Orbis, Splitting Headache, and Bruise Brother. I think they're like $35 on their website. So if that's something
I thought they used to sell these. I thought they used to sell these like just the heads, and they were squishy. As I remember selling these when I was working at Walmart, but I'm not too sure. But I do recall them looking very fucking similar. They look really pointless.
Yeah, that's very possible. I don't know anything about them. They never caught my eye back in the day, obviously. But so the last, I guess, that I wanted to cover was NECA news. So there isn't a ton of release information that I wanted to go over, but holy shit, there is more drama, of course. So there's a lot of drama with overseas retailers with NECA. So pop culture, culture shock, etc. Apparently, they had an order for their shredder figure, their TMNT shredder, from Secret of the Ooze. So this was an update from Pop Culture for all those that just thought this was a NECA store order. They said this must be canceled and refunded at the direction of the manufacturer of said item, NECA. We were solicited with this product by NECA and subsequently had a quantity confirmed by NECA. In good faith, we put product up for pre-order and took customer bookings as we normally would. We were then instructed by NECA the following day that they have canceled our entire order and we will not be receiving any stock of this item. And then this guy, this was Kevin Smith. As a veteran of the specialist collectibles industry, we are very frustrated with this outcome and we share in your disappointment. We apologize for this inconvenience. Your refund now has been processed, but may take 3 to 5 business days to reflect back to your paying account. So that's all from Pop Culture. And a lot of people were pretty upset about it. The comments were not friendly in there. There's back and forth about who should take the blame, NECA, Pop Culture, etc. Someone had a message in one of the groups where they messaged NECA on, I think, Facebook or Instagram. And NECA responded back saying, "We apologize for any inconvenience you're experiencing regarding your canceled order. We never confirmed that Pop Culture would be receiving Super Shredder. NECA did not cause the issue. However, we really want to make sure all customers are able to order this particular item. So on Friday, we will send you a link to be able to order the Super Shredder at MSRP, and it will ship before end of year." Whew, it's kind of a loaded ordeal, you know. It's just interesting that, like, the finger pointing that you see between the manufacturer, I guess technically not the manufacturer, but maybe however they consider themselves, and the reseller, those two just like pointing fingers at each other is just wild to me. I don't know how they messed that up. Damien, are you still there?
Yeah, dog.
What do you think of this whole thing?
Honestly, like, it's very unprofessional, because they're just kind of going back and forth and trying and just pointing fingers at who to blame. And in reality, like, NECA's been having this issue for a fucking long ass time, so it's nothing new. And for them to fucking blame a whole nother kind of third party company due to all this going on is pretty unprofessional.
Okay, so they have issues with exclusives. I don't know. I think I've heard this with other resellers before in the past, but I can't remember when NECA messed this up like this. In their defense, this item is supposed to be an exclusive.
Yes.
A lot of people were saying that NECA canceled this because Pop Culture and Culture Shock, which are out of Australia, were selling this to people in the States. So then people in the States that missed out on the exclusive were able to get this from overseas through other retailers. And when NECA cut wind of that, that's when they canceled their orders. That was kind of the big initial thought and rumors, which makes sense. It's just it sounds like just a pure miscommunication. Like the fact that that Pop Culture says, and Culture Shock, it was multiple resellers, said that NECA told them they were getting a certain amount of stock, and NECA comes back and says we didn't confirm it. So it sounds like a wordplay almost. And to
It
me,
sounds. It kind of sounds like they're like, in a way, they're kind of gaining the money, but not producing what they're supposed to be producing. Does that make sense?
yeah, it's the whole thing is just kind of fucked off, to
It's
be
very
honest.
sketchy.
Yeah, it's not a if you're a fan trying to get this stuff, man, I've these TMNT collectors, these poor bastards, man, have just had a hell of a last couple years. I
These
just
fucking god, I know, like no shit, dude. Every time they fucking announce some new Ninja Turtle shit, like there's always fucking issues with them, like selling out or just like never fucking even appearing. Like
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it just sounds like a whole mess. But to NECA's credit, it's their product. They do what the hell they want with it, and they are making it right. They're trying to make strides with fans to make sure that they get in the right hands, and they're slowly making headway. One example is April O'Neil, or Judith Hoag or Hoag. I don't know how to say her last name. Who is an actor from TMNT. She had took over their Instagram actually, and on there she said the deal got sealed when NECA explained their new way of handling internet bots and agreed to a pre-sale for my fans. So you will get the first shot at the new OG April O'Neil action figures. Details about that coming soon. And said yes. The hell are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, are you making something in the microwave?
No, that was my phone. When I plug in the charger, it makes like this adorable little sound to tell me that it's charging.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's the
Anyways,
government watching us.
she said, what said NECA said yes to letting, or I said yes to letting me. Oh no, she said NECA
got
said
this.
yes to letting me take you with me to shoot it as a series, which means you get to go inside NECA and see how an action figure goes from A to Z, and I'll be your host. Trust me, I'll be fangirling right along with you. So she said they made a deal, 1990 April O'Neil action figure coming out in 2021, and she is documenting the entire process. Sounds pretty cool, to be honest. It'll be cool to see NECA's kind of procedure with things, the way that they've became such a relevant player in the last 10 years. They're still a relatively new company. I think a lot of people forget that. They're not a McFarlane, they're not a Hasbro, they're fairly new. Like they blew up very close to the same time as Hot Toys did. Like in their early 2010s area. They were a little bit before that, I guess, but like 2006 on was when they really blew up.
Yeah, I mean they've been around since '96, so
I know they've been around a while, but I'm just talking kind of when they blew up. So
I mean that
it'll
is
be
true. I
interesting.
don't think growing up I really ever knew about NECA, so until like I started seeing them in fucking Target, and I'm just like, or I'm sorry, the Alien and Predator in Target. I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? And then it went on from there to be something brilliant and
Talk shit
astonishing.
about the Alien Predator shit, I'll kill you.
It's trash.
They it'll be interesting to see their process being a US company. That's why I really like the insight that we covered in last week's episode about Mezco, when that quote unquote employee went on Reddit and had to ask me anything segment, and then Mez himself joined and answered some questions. Was so cool. Like more companies, I do not get why they do that. Why they need to be so secretive. NECA's not secretive. Not saying that. They're very open with things. They're very open when they can't get licensing deals done. A ton of stuff. They're very good about it. Randy at NECA does a great job with that, but it'll be cool seeing what's grown into NECA, seeing their process. But yeah,
I agree.
Anyway.
That sounds pretty badass. I
Yeah.
would be stoked to see that. I'd see that over the McFarlane documentary, for real.
Same. McFarlane will just be fluff the whole time, but I will be right back, Damien. If you want to take over the plugs here,
That was such like you're leaving at like the most important time of our show.
it's not the most important.
Well, you are somewhat
Okay.
correct.
Well, right after the Patreon slide, it's not important because then we're talking about like the Collecting Weekly show and blah blah blah.
Yeah, none of that matters, to be honest. Or like if you're watching us, then you're already on the right track.
Get shit on Zach. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
But all right. But so we obviously, if you guys don't already know, we have a Patreon going, and what a Patreon is basically a membership that helps us, the network, kind of keep going. You know, we have different types of two different types of memberships. One is a $5 membership, which you guys get an exclusive, a little bit of swag. You get a sticker sent straight to your door, and we always make sure we have the right amount just in case, because sometimes we do, or you guys do get exclusive stickers from time to time. We also have the $15 Crispy membership, which includes an official certified Crispy certificate on the first pledge, a free head sculpt painted by Darkside Customs, one per year. The patrons are responsible for shipping both ways. You do get assistance with a figure fix by Zach, message him beforehand, and all the benefits of the previous, so you get an extra sticker. But yeah, we'd like to give a huge thanks to our already Patreon members, Ben Porter, Griffin Campbell, Sean Fear, Ian Seavey, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguiar, Dan Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krett, Jason Nelson, Big Fern, King Zachary V, Cesar Moroccan, Eric Ruiz, Mario Cortez, Stephen Percha, Sean Yutzi, Scott Bradley, Jesse Contreras, and Maria Stanley. Now, if I butchered your name, I apologize. Please, get with Zach, because this is his fault to why I would pronounce anything wrong. But definitely thank you guys so much. Without you guys, this would not be as possible as it is. Hey, Dylan, welcome back. Was your restroom break good that you had to, dip out?
Yes.
What you got? What you got there, man? Is that I had a full-on joke and then I lost it because I couldn't think of what it was. Hey, it's Spider-Man. Oh, is that the comic book one, bro?
Yeah, the Mofex comic book version.
Are you doing an unboxing right now?
I was gonna. We can finish up the end here, and
I don't care. I don't care if you do an unboxing because you never open anything anyways. So
yes, I do.
Really?
What you said is not true. I do open things.
Very rarely, though. How many things do you still have in the box?
Okay, but when you can't display them, sometimes the best place for them is back in the box, so you don't lose the accessories.
Do you ever take them out of the box for a good minute and then okay, and then put them back in the box, or do you just never open the box?
It depends. Some things I don't open the box, and some things I leave out. Some things I open and put back with the accessories because I can't display them. Like this guy, I've had him out a couple different times, but he's got such small accessories that I've had to put them.
So you just you open them and just that's what he looks like, and then you put him back up.
No, I mess around with them.
Oh, okay. What are you doing now? You're just.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to kind of get him in a pose.
For why?
I don't know. Just messing with them.
So that way I can see him. Look at him. Air kicking nothing. That looks like it hurts. That looks very painful. You're really stretching the arch of his foot.
That's not.
That's how you get arthritis, bro.
I need some mad Advil.
Right, do you finish up the plugs?
Yeah, I did that. Like, no, I haven't because we're still stuck on this slide.
Oh, sorry.
All right, guys. So now we're gonna do some plugs because I can see them now. If you guys aren't already aware, Collecting Weekly network has grown quite a bit. With collecting rarities. Jesus, I can't even talk. I sound like Dylan. Collecting rarities with Rainer. He talks about things where that none of us other shows talk about, such as, you know, odd things like, you know, if you collect lightsabers or shoes or backpacks, you know, things like that. That's what his show's about. You have the Collecting Weekly show itself with Zach Dean. Those guys talk about fucking everything. They even talk about movie reviews now. They've been doing it, but, you know, I'm going to point it out now. Joys of Hobbying with Zach. He shows you how to fix things because that's what he does. He fixes things. Smalltalk, you know, that's us. Hi. And then Only Fools in Collecting with Ian and Pete. Those guys talk about other figures that we all kind of discuss, even things that we don't discuss. Like if me and Dylan don't talk about a certain figure, Ian and Pete will talk about it. They're hilarious. Our guys over in England, Britain. And I love just listening to them talk because I love their accents. They're gorgeous. Collecting comics, if you're big into collecting comics, Sean does a very good job at keeping up with that, even keeping you interested. I never thought I'd be interested in hearing a podcast about comic books, but he does a damn good job in keeping you interested. So big shout out to him. Creeps for Us with Manny. If you guys are into horror, it's always weird saying horror. It sounds like I'm calling, you know, talking to a woman.
I've always said horror.
Is it horror? But I feel like that's ER.
Horror?
Horror.
I don't know. You just put more emphasis on the end rather than just say horror. Horror.
Horror. If you guys are interested in or enjoy scary things, there you go. That sounds better. Definitely look up him because they talk about some pretty creepy things, hence the name. Ghost stories, interactions with ghosts, movies, you name it. Some figurines. He collects a lot of Michael Myers and horror figures. So yeah. And then After Dark with Dean and Zach, they talk about everything from being a dad to not being a dad to being a dog dad to, you know, things of that sort. And then Auction. So if you guys don't know what Auction is, it is literally an auction. Everybody part of the Collecting Weekly Auxiliary group, they post up figures that they, you know, are looking to sell and kind of want to see what they can score auction wise, because you know how eBay works. Hence
you're being dumb, right? You're not actually pronouncing it Auction.
Yes, I'm being very ignorant.
Okay.
Why you gotta call me out, dude?
I just had to make sure.
Can't you just let me have fun?
No, I had to make sure.
Ruin my groove.
I was gonna make sure because you know for a fact tomorrow Zach could be like, hey, so make sure you tell Damien that it's pronounced auction.
Well, how about you talk about it, man? Because I'm excited.
Oh yeah, I actually sold a figure on there. Shout out.
Yeah. What'd you sell, man?
I sold a Sideshow's 501st Trooper, and for a great, it was a seller's price. That's for damn sure. It was $100.
You sold it cheap, bro.
Well, I started the bid at 150. There's people giving Zach shit about a lot of the starting bids, which when you start talking about starting bids at 300 or something like that,
just buy it out on eBay.
But at the same time, if people started at 0,
yeah, you get them for like $50.
Well, not maybe not, but like I feel like it's already a long show for Zach and Dean to do. That would make it so much longer.
I want to get on there one day and just have at it. Talk about, you know, being a dog dad and stuff.
Yeah, Lenny.
Ooh,
who
I could be like that. What are those people called? Can I get $1, $1? Can I get $2? Oh, I see $2. Like, one of those guys, because that'd be fucking hilarious. Why don't they do that?
It's called an auctioneer because you need to go to
Nobody
special.
knows. Nobody knows what that is.
Because you need to go to
Nobody calls
a special school for that to learn how to
Really?
talk like that. Yeah,
I feel like you're bullshitting with me, but it sounds so real.
Is
this true?
It is true.
Oh my god. I've never been so interested in going to school for something. That's incredible. Don't tell me what to do. What the fuck? But yeah, if you guys are interested in selling figures at an auction, there you go. Because sometimes you sell things for a price that you didn't expect to get. Because that's how auctions work. And it's eBay. But yeah, that's
deals.
What did you say?
I said there's all kinds of deals.
That's what I'm saying. Deals on wheels.
But that's what I'm saying to you.
Why are you talking to me like this? I come back and this is what I get. This is how I know what it's from. How dare you?
Yeah, how was sitting out last week?
Dude, you have no idea how fucking miserable I was. Hearing you, it was like, when you're dating somebody and you catch them cheating on you and you're just heartbroken. That's how I felt. It was very deep and stab-worthy.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was like, here are two guys on mine and Dylan's show replacing me because my internet is trash. It's like, is this what it's like to not have the good stuff? You get replaced on your own show with your own co-host, and then your own co-host is just like, this is fine, while I'm, in a burning house, just sad.
Well, no one said it was fine, but yeah, we had it under control.
I didn't even listen to it because I was so upset. And then I put in there Wi-Fi had a shortage or an outage, and then I left because I didn't want to hear the rest.
Wow, so you didn't even listen to your own damn show.
I'm just kidding. I listened to 10 minutes of it, and I was just like, I can't do this. It's not right. Don't call me out. Why are we still on this slide? This is why I'm in charge of the slides, because we get stuck on the same slides for fucking ever.
I think we're at the end of the slides anyways.
We really are. So we're supposed to talk about when shows are supposed to show, and we show every other Thursday. But our audio releases next Thursday, the following Thursday. So listening to this video-wise, it'll be released in audio-wise next Thursday. And Only Fools Are Collecting records tomorrow on Fridays, if I'm not mistaken. Am I mistaken, Dylan? Am I mistaken?
For what?
Oh my god, you're not even listening to me. Quit playing with the Spider-Man, bro.
Sorry.
Listen, Linda. Linda, listen. Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so after Fools and Collecting, I believe they normally have the information pulled up, but I don't have it on me right now for some reason, because it's normally on the slide and it's not, because Dylan's slacking. But Only Fools and Collecting records Fridays after we do, and then Collecting Comics records the following Friday. After Dark records every day. I don't know how they have so much to talk about. Collecting Rarities records once a month.
Okay. So not having the slide is not my fault. Zach told me to take it off because it was months old.
Oh, I didn't know it was months old. I thought it was all up to date. But
nah.
Oh, okay. So cut that. We're just gonna blame Zach for this. That sounds
there.
Right.
You go. There you go.
This is Zach's fault. So if you guys tune in for a show and that show is not airing, please message Zach and tell him it's his fault. Quote, unquote, Damien said so. But I think that's the end because I'm talking over plastic, and this is a tragedy.
Okay, I'll be honest. I'm pretty sad about it. The hip on that figure has the issue that a lot of Moffexes have.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But anyways, that was beautiful. That's a beautiful way to end it. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Smalltalk, the show where we have a bunch of network errors and noises. I'm your host, Damien, and this is Dylan. Clickety
Good night. Good night,
Peace out.
guys.
Bye.